Let me tell you something. There comes a point in life when you realize the world won't always clap for you. It won't always hold your hand. It won't always speak softly. Life has a way of testing you, shaking you, sometimes breaking you. But here's the truth. You have to believe in yourself when nobody else does. Because that belief, that's the seed. That's the fire. That's the foundation that no storm, no betrayal, no failure can tear down. You see, people will doubt you. Life will corner you. There will be days when you look in the mirror and question if you're enough. I've been there. Moments when the weight felt too heavy, when the road looked too long, when the dreams felt too far away. But here's the thing, you don't need the whole world to believe in you. You just need you, that's it. One voice, one heart, one decision to say, I'm not done yet. Belief isn't loud, it doesn't always shout. Sometimes it whispers in the quiet when nobody sees you working. It's the faith to show up day after day when the results haven't come yet. It's the courage to try again after life slams a door in your face. It's the discipline to say, I will keep going, even when everything in you wants to quit. Because belief isn't built in comfort. It's forged in the fire. It grows when you keep moving through the hurt, the doubt, the fear. I remember watching people who had every reason to quit, but didn't. People who faced rejection letters, failed businesses, broken relationships, empty bank accounts, yet somehow they stood back up. And I realized the difference between them and the ones who stayed down wasn't luck, wasn't talent, it was belief. Belief says, I may bend, but I won't break. I may fall, but I will rise again. When you believe in yourself, you carry yourself differently. You talk differently. People feel it before you even open your mouth. It doesn't mean arrogance. It doesn't mean you have all the answers. It means you know who you are, even when the world tries to tell you otherwise. It means you anchor yourself in something deeper than circumstances, deeper than opinions, deeper than fear. You know why most people quit. Not because they ran out of resources, not because the dream was impossible, but because they stopped believing it was worth it. They let the voices outside get louder than the voice inside. And when that happens, the dream dies long before the body ever gives up. But when you believe, truly believe, life can throw punches, but it can't knock you out. People can doubt you, but they can't stop you. Setbacks can delay you, but they can't deny you, because belief builds resilience, it builds courage. It builds a version of you that refuses to stay on the ground. So hear me when I say this. Protect your belief. Feed it, guard it like it's gold, because it is. Don't let negativity choke it out. Don't let failure bury it. Don't let fear steal it. Your belief is the birthplace of every dream, every comeback, every break through you've been waiting for. And when you choose to believe in yourself, really believe, that's the moment life changes. That's the moment nobody and nothing will ever hurt you again. Pain, it's a word that carries weight, doesn't it? Everybody in this room knows what it feels like. That sting of disappointment. That ache of betrayal. The emptiness after losing something or someone you thought you couldn't live without. Pain is universal. It doesn't ask permission. It doesn't care about timing. It shows up uninvited, sits at your table, and dares you to throw it out. But here's what life taught me. Pain is not the enemy. Pain is the messenger. It's the teacher. It's the fire that, if you let it, will forge you into someone stronger than you ever imagined. We grow up thinking pain means we're broken, that it means something is wrong with us, that life is unfair, that maybe we're cursed. But pain doesn't come to destroy you. It comes to develop you. It comes to sharpen you, to wake you up, to push you into the next version of yourself you didn't even know was waiting. Think about it. A diamond doesn't shine until it's been cut. Gold doesn't gleam until it's been through the fire. And a person doesn't grow until life presses them in ways they never asked for. I've met people who let pain harden them. They build walls so high nobody can climb in. They stop trusting, stop loving, stop dreaming. They let pain turn their hearts cold. But I've also met people, rare people, who do the opposite. They take that same pain and turn it into wisdom, into courage, into fuel. They use it to run faster, love deeper, dream bigger. The pain didn't disappear. It transformed, and so did they. Here's the truth. Pain will introduce you to yourself. It will show you your weaknesses, yes, but it will also uncover your strength. The strength you didn't know you had until life gave you no other choice but to use it. You find out you can survive things you thought would break you. You find out you can stand back up after life knocks you flat. And every time you rise, a little piece of the old you falls away, the fear, the doubt, the need for everyone's approval. What comes out of the fire is leaner, tougher, freer. I remember someone once told me, scars don't mean you lost, they mean you survived. That stuck with me. Because the pain you've been through, it's proof. Proof you're still here. Proof you're tougher than you thought. Proof that whatever tried to break you failed, and if it failed then, it'll fail again. The question isn't whether pain will come. It will. The question is what you'll do with it when it does. Will you let it chain you to the past, keep you bitter, keep you small? Or will you let it teach you, grow you, propel you forward? Because the day you decide to turn pain into power, that's the day you stop being the victim and start becoming the victor. See, the pain that once made you cry will one day be the story that makes someone else hope. The pain that once felt like the end will become the reason you rise higher than ever before. If you let it, pain will carve out space inside you for strength, for empathy, for wisdom no textbook could ever teach. And when you finally turn that pain into power, life changes. You walk differently. You speak differently. You look at challenges and think, I've been through worse. This can't stop me. And in that moment, nothing and nobody can hurt you again, because you've already learned how to use the hurt to build the unbreakable you. There's a shift that happens the day you decide you're done. Being broken, it doesn't come with fireworks or cheering crowds. It doesn't always even feel like a big moment. Sometimes it's just you, in a quiet room, whispering to yourself, I can't keep living like this. That's where the mindset of the unstoppable begins. Not with strength, not with confidence, but with a decision. A decision that no matter how many times life knocks you down, you will not stay there. People think being unstoppable means you never feel fear, never feel doubt, never feel pain. That's not true. The unstoppable feel everything, but they keep moving anyway. They don't wait until they're fearless to take the first step. They take the step while their knees are shaking. They build momentum through action, not through waiting for perfect conditions. That's what separates them. Most people stop when things get hard. The unstoppable keep going. See, life will always hand you excuses. Reasons to quit. Reasons to play small. And the world is full of people who will tell you to settle down, to be realistic, to stop wanting so much. But the unstoppable, they don't listen to that noise. They've learned that the dream in their heart was put there for a reason. They've learned that the voice of doubt, whether it's coming from inside or outside, is just fear dressed up like logic. And fear will always sound logical. It will always tell you to play it safe, to stay comfortable, to avoid risk. But the unstoppable know comfort never built a warrior. It starts in the mind, because if you can win there, you can win anywhere. Thoughts shape everything. You feed your mind fear, it will give you excuses. You feed it hope, it will give you possibilities. The unstoppable train their minds the way athletes train their bodies. Daily, consistently, relentlessly. They feed it books, speeches, prayers, quiet moments of reflection. They fill it with vision, with gratitude, with courage, and slowly the doubt loses its grip. I've seen people with every advantage quit because they didn't have the mindset to match their opportunity. And I've seen people with nothing, no money, no connections, no map, build lives people said were impossible because they refused to stop. That's what a powerful mindset does. It changes the way you see obstacles. Instead of a dead end, you see a challenge. Instead of rejection, you see redirection. Instead of failure, you see feedback. The unstoppable understand this. Growth hurts. Discipline is hard, change feels uncomfortable, but staying the same, that's worse. So they choose the pain of progress over the pain of regret. They know storms will come, but they've decided to be the kind of person who can stand in the rain without losing faith. They know setbacks will happen, but they treat them like stepping stones, not roadblocks. And here's the thing, being unstoppable doesn't mean you don't rest, don't cry, don't struggle. It means you don't quit. You get up with tears in your eyes and keep walking. You keep the vision alive even when the night is long and lonely. Because the unstoppable know it's not about speed. It's about direction. Every step forward counts. Every day you keep going, you build a little more strength, a little more faith, a little more momentum. And when that mindset locks in, life changes, doors open, opportunities come, people notice. Not because life suddenly got easier, but because you became the kind of person who refuses to stay down. And when you become that person, nothing and nobody can break you again. There comes a time in life when you have to look around and realize not everyone who started with you can finish with you. It's a hard truth. Some people were only meant to walk a chapter, not the whole story. And when that moment comes, when the crowd thins, when the applause stops, when even the ones you thought would always be there step back, you have to find the courage to keep walking alone. Because the dream, the vision, the calling on your life, it's yours. Nobody else can carry it for you. Walking alone doesn't mean you hate people. It doesn't mean you stop loving or trusting. It means you stop depending on the approval of others to keep moving forward. It means you stop waiting for someone to tell you it's okay, to chase the thing burning inside your heart. Because if you wait for everyone to understand, you'll be waiting forever. Some people can't see what you see. They can't hear what you hear, and it's not their fault. It wasn't given to them, it was given to you. I've watched people give up on their dreams because somebody they loved didn't clap for them, because friends laughed, because family didn't understand. Listen to me. If you need the whole world to agree before you move, you'll never move. Sometimes courage looks like saying goodbye, goodbye to people, to places, to old versions of yourself. It's not easy, it hurts. Loneliness will whisper that you made the wrong choice. Fear will tell you to run back. But deep down you know the truth. Growth requires space, and sometimes you can only find yourself when the noise dies down and you're standing alone. The world is loud, everybody's got opinions, everybody's got advice, and most of it comes from people who have never walked the path you're on. That's why walking alone takes so much courage, because it's just you and your faith, just you and your vision, just you and the God who gave it to you in the first place. No guarantees, no safety nets, no applause. Just trust that if you keep moving, the road will rise to meet you. Some of the greatest breakthroughs in history started with one person willing to be misunderstood, willing to be laughed at, willing to be lonely for a season because they believed in something bigger than the opinions of the crowd. People call you crazy until it works. Then they ask how you did it. That's why you can't stop when it gets quiet. You can't quit because they don't see it yet. It's not their job to see it. It's yours. And here's the beautiful thing about walking alone. You learn you were never really alone. You learn to hear your own voice. You learn to trust your own instincts. You learn to lean on faith instead of approval. And slowly, you find strength you didn't know you had. A strength that doesn't depend on who stays or who leaves. A strength that can't be shaken by opinions or rejection. One day, the right people will find you on that road. People who believe in you, who cheer for you, who bring peace instead of chaos. But you'll never meet them if you quit halfway because the old crowd didn't come along. Keep walking, keep believing, and if you have to walk alone for a while, let it build you. Because when you have the courage to stand alone, nothing and nobody can knock you down again. Dreams are beautiful. Vision is powerful. Faith can move mountains. But none of it matters if you never move your feet. Because at the end of the day, action is what separates the talkers from the doers, the wishers from the winners. You can pray for it, hope for it, cry for it, but until you get up and move, nothing changes. Action is the bridge between the life you have and the life you want. I've met people with incredible ideas, world-changing dreams, talent dripping from their fingertips. But they sit on it, They wait for the perfect moment, the perfect plan, the perfect courage. Let me tell you something. The perfect moment doesn't exist. Life will never stop being messy long enough for you to feel ready. You have to move anyway, because every day you wait, fear grows bigger. And every day you take action, fear gets smaller. Action doesn't always look heroic. Sometimes it's small. Sometimes it's quiet. It's getting out of bed when depression tells you to stay down. It's sending one email, making one call, writing one page. It's doing what you can with what you have right where you are. And when you do that long enough, consistently enough, it adds up. Little steps become big steps. Big steps become momentum. And momentum, that's what changes everything. See, people think success is built on motivation. It's not. Motivation is a feeling. It comes and goes. You can't build a life on something that disappears when you're tired or discouraged. Success is built on discipline, on the decision to keep moving even when the feeling is gone. It's built on showing up again and again, until the work you've been doing in the dark finally sees the light. And here's the secret. Action creates clarity. Most people never start because they want every answer before they move. But answers come while you're moving, not before. You learn by doing. You grow by trying. You discover the path by walking it, not by staring at it, wondering what's around the corner. The people who change their lives aren't the ones who had it all figured out. They're the ones who are willing to look foolish for a while, willing to fail in public, willing to risk getting it wrong so they could learn how to get it right. I know life has hurt you. I know you've been through things that made you doubt yourself, doubt your worth, doubt your future. But here's what I also know. You can't heal by standing still. You can't rebuild by doing nothing. You have to move. Even if it's slow, even if it's clumsy, even if you're scared, because action is how you take your power back. And one day you'll look back and realize the action you took was the turning point. Not the day you dreamed about it. Not the day you talked about it. The day you acted on it. Because action says, I refuse to stay where life left me. I refuse to let fear have the last word. And when you live like that, nobody and nothing can hurt you again. Because you've learned the secret that changes everything. Life moves for the ones who move.